So guys, we got this 2015 Jeep Cherokee. Customer says it has a thermostat code. So I popped the hood, wanted to check the coolant level. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's all the way down at the below the min. It's below the min. You can take this off. This thing's kind of hard to take off. It reminds me of like a GM cap. See how low it is? It's way down there. So that's low. I figured check the oil too. And I figured being a Chrysler, we might see some funky oil mix in there, but we didn't. And then I lifted this up, and we're below the cross hatches on the oil level. So the oil level's low. Our brake fluid looked good. So I think I'm going to pull this in the shop and then we'll test this thermostat real quick. Right now it says thermostat rationality stored P0128, and then we had a CAN bus code in the trans, but that was the only ones. Actually, I'm going to save this quick. Always save the code you pull. Can save you later when customers come in like a year or two later and said, I had that same code fixed, and it's not the same one. Let's see. System selection, PCM. We're going to see the engine coolant temperature. Now, since we have coolant in there, I don't want to add coolant if I got to do the thermostat. Let's see, engine coolant temp, volts. Let's see, is there another one in here for temperature? Do want to see our intake air temperature sensor so we can see if they're the same. Lower radiate temperature. I think this has been sitting for a while. I'm hoping it's been sitting for a while. Everything seemed cold under the hood. So I'll bring these up. Oh, radiator temperature. Look at that temperature. Negative 83 degrees. I don't think that's right. I'm going to quickly open up the shop and I'll pull this in, and then we'll do testing from there. That definitely doesn't look right. So guys, no one knows why this thing has this low temp radiator coolant temp and this voltage for it, because there's no sensors on this car besides the engine coolant temperature and intake air temperature. So I have it running here, and it's been running for 340 seconds, and you can see our coolant temperature going up. But look at this, our radiator hose is 176 degrees already. Like, it's very warm. So I think our thermostat and our lower one is starting to get warm. I think this might be on the wrong setting. I don't think it's that hot. Oh, turn back on. All my tools are freezing. Let's see. I might have changed the settings in here. I did. Let's go back to plastic. Should probably be around like 120 degrees. There you go. Look at that. I don't think our thermostat's working the way it's supposed to be doing, because it shouldn't be warming up. wonder if we could point it at the lower one without getting the exhaust. We can. That one's 110. So yeah, we got coolant flow. I wonder if we can turn this radiator on and see our temperature drop. Oh wait, go back. Functional test. I didn't mean to press change list. Let's do custom. Go down, look at engine coolant. Guess we'll bring the voltage up too. Does that not turn the radiator fan on? Okay, well, just like the other one. Come on. Make it drop. Oh, look at that, guys. That's like a firm. The thermostat's bad. I'm going to let this warm up a little bit and we'll do it again once it's a little warmer. So guys, the car's been running for 6 minutes and the temperature keeps going up and down because the car keeps turning the radiator fan on. Fan's off now. It's not spinning. And then the temperature drops. And we can look at the temperature of the hoses. So this one's at 154. If we look at the one down in the bottom, we're at 125 right now. Now this is going to heat back up and then it'll go back up to 150. We can look at the thermostat housing here right on the hose and you'll see it's 155. And the lower one is a little bit warmer. But our temperature says 152. So what I'm going to do now, since it's been running for so long, we're going to go back. We're going to run our test again where we turn the fan on. Halo system test? No. Functional test. Gonna go back to our fan. We're gonna do a custom. It sucks though because you can't do 0 pulse width, so it turns the fan on right away. Deselect, let's see, engine coolant. So there's our temperature right now. So let's turn this fan up. Oh, there you go. And now our temperature should drop. And the thermostat on this is supposed to be 194 degrees. See our engine coolant temperature voltage keeps going up. Load, I mean, this value must be calculated. Because we went up a lot of volts so far. We went up quite a bit. We're almost at 2 volts, and this pit over here didn't change yet. You can always take this for a drive and see what happens. I think we might take this for a drive, see what happens with the temperature. So guys, this car just got really weird. So I was driving and the coolant temperature wouldn't go above like 172. Like most of the time it was 168. It would drop down to like 165, go up, and I was logging it. Then all of a sudden the traction control light kept coming up on here and it kept dinging. And then I keep getting a no-com with my scan tool. And like every 2 minutes or so it would ding and the traction control light would come on. Oh, did I get my communication back? Let's see if I got my communication back. I came back because I lost communication. So we got a thermostat rationality. Let's do a full code scan. Oops. See, that's what I did earlier, but it didn't. Well, I guess I went in all the modules this time, so. Oh, look, see, we got CAN bus performance in the anti-lock brake module. So something's going on here. We got a network dropping out. Oh, see, we're down to 168 now. So our temperature dropped since I made this video. Let's print this. Let's go back. Data. Now we're down to 167. I wonder what would happen if we turned the heater on high. You don't get real good heat out of here either. Like, I could leave my hand sit on top of the defroster the entire time and not get hot. Let's see. One temperature. I don't really like that view. There we go. So yeah, can't even maintain it. So this guy got two problems now. I have to see if he wants to go after this network problem that happens. I don't know what's causing it to drop out. But there you go. We just did the defroster on and the blower on high. So we're at 7. Got the heat all the way up. See it here, it's all the way up with heat. And we're dropping temp. So I got another thermostat coming. Gonna see what he wants to do. This only has 47,000 miles on it. So if he decides he wants it done, I'll show you guys a fix. So guys, I got a new thermostat and housing. See it right there. Nice and shiny. I just started it up. You see, I just started it up. And look how quick the temperature's coming up. Let's zoom out on this. Coming up the temp pretty quick. So I'm going to stop this and I'll come back in like a minute or two and we'll see what it goes up to. So guys, it's just been over what, like 6 minutes or so, 1 second, I think it's like 6 minutes. And we're up to 131 degrees. We can check our temperatures again. Let's check our radiator hose. Look at that. It's like ice cold yet. That's the temperature inside the shop. And we'll check up here. We're at 80 degrees there. We'll check the lower one. So we have no flow to the radiator yet. I'm just going to let this sit here, go higher. We want to make sure that we don't end up having any flow through the radiator until we get up to temperature. So guys, we just hit 199 degrees and the thermostat opened. and this hose just got hot. You can see the temperature change. The fan still didn't turn on. I don't know why the engine runtime had stopped at 655 seconds, but it did. So we're going to look at this hose right here and see. Hose got warm. When thermostat closed again, temperature dropped. So I'm gonna get this ready to take for a test drive. Let me set this down. I also got my picoscope set up. Some of you guys may know that I just got a picoscope, and I wanted to scope this CAN network and see if it drops out while I'm driving, because there is a code stored in the computer. Let's go in here to the history. I'll show you guys, because I just cleared the codes like 30 minutes ago, and we got this high-speed CAN communication fault, and that's the only code in there. And you can see got lights on the dash. I want to test drive it, see if that goes away, and see if we notice any issues on the CAN network. So come back if I see anything interesting during the drive. So guys, driving down the highway, and it's staying around, goes between 194 and like 205. Seems pretty good to me. I think the lowest I saw drop was like 193. But the cooling system seems to be good. It keeps setting a code for a steering wheel angle sensor, implausible message length. But the customer had said before not to worry about the network issues, even though it's throwing the check engine light. So I guess there we saw 192, but we're just constantly going down the highway here at a constant speed, and it's 34 degrees outside. But it's keeping temperature. And I have the defroster on. It's on high too. It's ridiculously hot in here right now, but I wanted to stress this cooling system. Make sure it could hold the heat. And as you can see, it's holding, but we gotta get back because there's no gas in this car. I thought it had like a half a tank when he dropped it off, but I only drove it like 5 miles or so. When I went to pull it out of the shop today, it chimed and said low fuel, so I have no idea. I'd have to go back and look at the video. Maybe I didn't look at it right. But as you can see, it can definitely hold its temperature now. Have the Zeus still, looking at the graph data, and you can see staying pretty consistent. And there's our network. Our network hasn't dropped out either. When we get back to the shop, I'll let you know how it was. We're only like a mile away. So guys, here's what we're getting. We're getting these implausible data received from power steering control module, steering wheel position, internal electronic fault, and implausible data received from ABS. So I came in here and I turned the steering wheel. I just wanted to save this real quick, and I didn't see any dropouts. Like that would, or you see it jagged, that was me turning the wheel like this. But I went full swings and there was no issue. And I did notice, like, when this is straight, the wheels, at least it looks straight here, we're at like 4 degrees, 5 degrees. So I don't know if it wasn't re-zeroed before. No idea. Repair information didn't say anything about any relearns or anything to do on this vehicle. So it just said to connect the battery and then drive it. And so did, like, I called Mitchell and asked them to look at the OEM stuff. They said there's no relearn procedures once you disconnect the battery. So shouldn't have been anything I did. If we can come back here, we can do a full system code scan. And you'll see the codes that we have. Because if you remember before, we had CAN bus issues, and now we have implausible data codes. So if the customer decides to fix this, I'll show you guys. But thermostat definitely fix this vehicle. Hope you guys like it. See you later.